Okay, let's talk thumbnails. You're scrolling through YouTube and you see it, a video with millions of views right next to one with a few hundred. What's the difference? Well, today we are pulling back the curtain on the psychological tricks that turn a simple image into an absolute click magnet. It's the question that keeps every single creator up at night, isn't it? Is there some secret algorithm hack? Did they get lucky with a viral trend? Or is it something way simpler that most of us are just completely missing? Well, here's the answer. And it's almost disappointingly simple. The entire YouTube machine, every view, every subscriber, every single dollar, it all starts with one thing: a person choosing to click your video. That's it. We're not trying to please some robot algorithm. We're trying to earn a single human click. And the stuff we're about to get into, this isn't just some theory. It's proven. The source for this explainer consistently hits a click-through rate of nearly 10%. To put that in perspective, for every 100 people who see their thumbnail, 10 of them click. That is an absolutely elite number. And it's all because of the 6 tricks we're going to break down right now. All right, here's the game plan. We're going to cover the WTF hook, dive into visual composition and branding, and then I'll show you how to build an idea library so you never run out of inspiration. Let's jump in.
First up, this is probably the newest and most powerful idea in the whole toolkit. So if you're still stuck on that old rule of 3 objects for your thumbnails, you are officially living in the past. It is time for a major upgrade.
See, the old way was pretty basic, right? You'd have your main object, some text, maybe an emotional face, and yeah, it kind of works sometimes. But the new formula, it's so much smarter. It starts with the main idea, the global hook, but then it adds this secret weapon, a surprising, almost hidden detail that makes people stop and go, wait a minute, what is that?
Our source calls this the what the hook, or, the WTF hook for short. It's that tiny little element that just doesn't belong, the thing that breaks the pattern. I love this analogy. It's like finding a secret compartment, a second bottom in a box. It's a tiny secret that once you see it, you just can't unsee it, and your curiosity goes through the roof. You just have to click.
But look, a brilliant hook is only half the story. If your thumbnail is a cluttered visual mess, you're still going to lose that click. And that brings us to our next 3 tricks, which are all about controlling what the viewer's eye sees and when. Okay, trick number 2 is all about avoiding the default, the boring. The source puts this perfectly. You're told, draw an apple. So you draw an apple. How many of those exist in the world? 1 million. And that's what most creators do, right? They take the most boring, head-on photo and they just blend right into the background. So what's the fix? You use unconventional angles. Instead of that boring front-on shot of the apple, show it from way up high or from down low or some other bizarre point of view that nobody expects. It's a simple little shift, but it makes something familiar feel totally new. And it forces people to pay attention. You instantly stand out. Now for trick number 3, a concept our source calls the autumn forest method. This is so good. Imagine you're walking through a forest, and every single leaf is yellow. You'd barely notice any of them. But what if there was just one single, vibrant red leaf? Your eye would go straight to it, right? That is what we want to do with our thumbnail. You make your hook, your main object, that one red leaf by cranking up its color and contrast while dialing everything else back. And trick number 4, the last piece of the composition puzzle, is just space. I mean, just look at the difference here. The design on the left is a headache. Your brain has to work just to figure out what's going on. But the one on the right, it uses all that empty space, and you get it instantly. On YouTube, you have a fraction of a second. You can't make people think. Give your subject room to breathe. Okay, so you've got the click. Fantastic. But how do you get them to click on your next video? Well, that brings us to trick number 5. Building a visual brand that people instantly recognize. Because repeat clicks from a loyal audience, that's how you build a real channel. And branding doesn't have to be some big, complicated thing. It's actually really simple. Stick to a maximum of 3 core colors, and maybe 4 key objects in your thumbnails. Use fonts that are clean, modern, and super easy to read. And the most important part? Be consistent. Do this for every single video. And just to be clear, this isn't about making things look pretty. This is about psychology. It's about building trust. When someone watches one of your videos and has a good time, that consistent branding acts like a signal. The next time they see it in their feed, their brain instantly goes, "Oh, I know them. I like their last video." And that leads to an instant click. They don't even have to think about it. Which brings us to our sixth and final trick. This is the system. This is what makes sure you can actually pull all this off every single time. It's a way to build your own personal swipe file so you never, ever stare at a blank screen again. It's called the library method, and it is so powerful. It's simple. Every time a thumbnail makes you stop scrolling, save it. But here's the key. Don't just save the picture. Open up a document and write down why it worked. What was the hook? Was there a WTF detail? What emotion did it make you feel? When you analyze what's already working, you build this incredible resource of proven ideas that you can adapt for your own stuff.
So what does this all mean for you right now? Let's put everything we've talked about into one simple toolkit that you can use on the very next thumbnail you make.
Here it is, your new toolkit. Just think of this as your pre-published checklist. Ask yourself, where's my surprising detail? Am I using a boring angle? Is my main object the red leaf in the forest? Is there enough space? Does this match my brand? And hey, have I checked my library for ideas? Because when it comes down to it, a thumbnail isn't just a picture anymore. It's a rapid-fire psychological test shown to millions of people. And with these tools, you now have the cheat sheet. So the only question left is, are you ready to pass?